In this video, I solve the slope parameter of regression model in the presence of perfect multicollinearity. What is perfect multicollinearity? When your both independent variables have correlation exactly 1. It is called perfect multicollinearity. If you want to know about in depth of perfect multicollinearity, I make a separate video on the topic types of multicollinearity. The link of this video you can find at end screen. When this video end, at end screen you can find its link. So first part of this question, least square estimator are indeterminate. We have two assumptions are in case of perfect multicollinearity that these square estimators are indeterminate. It means we cannot find least square estimators like beta 1 beta 2 in the regression model. Suppose that we have a regression model. Y is the dependent variable is equal to beta naught interceptor plus beta 1 x1 plus beta 2 x2 plus ui error term. So these are slope coefficients of regression model beta 1 and beta 2. In case of perfect multicollinearity, these are indeterminate. We cannot find its solution. And variance and covariance of these estimators become infinite large. So this is, we solve its mathematical proof here. Answer. Consider the three variables in regression model. By using deviation form, the variables are expressed in deviation form. So we write the three variable regression model. Yi dependent variable beta naught, intercept beta 1, slope x1, independent variable beta 2 is the slope coefficient, and x2 is the second independent variable, plus ui is the error term. So in perfect multicollinearity, we assume that x1 and x2 are perfectly collinear. It means their correlation among these two variables is exactly 1. So suppose x2i is equal to k x1i, where k is any arbitrary constant. So the formula for OLS estimator of beta 1 cap is beta 1 cap is equal to, this is the formula derived by using the OLS estimation. Beta 1 cap is sum of x1i yi sum of x2i square minus sum of x2i yi sum of x1i x2i over x1i square sum of x2i square minus sum of x1i x2i whole square. Similarly, you can write the formula of beta 2. We solve here the proof of this beta 1. When you understand its proof, beta 1 proof, then in the similar fashion you can solve beta 2. So look at this formula. At first step, assume that x2i is equal to k x1i because they are exactly collinear, means the observation that x2 have similar in x1 and their correlation is equal to 1. They have similar pattern, and k is any arbitrary constant that exists. So they put this value x2i in this formula, where you see x2i only write in this formula. Rest of the equation is same. In place of x2i, you can simply write k x1i. So sum of x1i yi sum of k x1i square minus k x1i, here x2i at the position, sum of xi, here k x1i, and below in denominator sum of x1i square, sum of here x2i kxi square minus sum of x1i k x1i whole square. So when I write here k square and this k multiplied by this k is also equal to k square. So we take common k square in both these equations, k square. The rest of equation is sum of x1i yi, sum of x1i square. We take k square common outside the equation minus sum of x1i yi, sum of x1i square. This x1i multiplied by this x1i. So it is called sum of x1i square by combining these two equations after multiplication. And this k multiplied by this k, it is like that k, when k multiplied by k is equal to k square, because when number is same, its power is add 1 1. When we these add 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, so it is equal to k square. So k square, here in denominator you can also take k square common, because this k multiplied by this square k square, and this k taking one square k square, write k square outside the equation, and we cancel out this k square with this k square. And in denominator sum of x1i square, sum of x1i square minus sum of x1i square whole square. So this square, because power base is same, we add the powers. So we write it as sum of x1i power 4, 2 plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. We write it 4. And this square by this square, 2 multiplied by 2, 4. Sum of x1i is 4. These two equations are same, so we cancel out these two equations, and this equation is also similar with this equation, and this is also cancel out. And beta 1 cap is equal to 0 over 0 is equal to 0. So similarly we can prove beta 2 cap in the similar fashion. There is no changes, only x2i is equal to k x1i, and in beta 2 where you find x2i, write xk1i, and the rest of the procedure is same, and you got similar answer 0 for beta 2. Hence slope coefficients of regression model are indeterminate in case of perfect multicollinearity. So now we move in matrix notation. So this is a deviation form, and now we solve and other as you know, in regression model we write the model as y is equal to beta x plus error term. In this beta, its parameter beta 1 beta 2 like that, beta 1 beta 2, and here it is x1 and x2 plus in u1 u2 first error term and u2. So when we write our model or equation in this fashion, this is called matrix form. So in matrix form, beta cap is equal to x prime x inverse x prime y. This is beta cap. So now we prove beta is indeterminate in case of matrix. If your model, you write your model in matrix form. So x prime x is equal to sum of x1i square, sum of x1i x2i, sum of x1i x2i, sum of x2i whole square. So put the same relation, x2i is equal to k x1i, because x2i x1i are two independent variables and they have exactly similar pattern. Their correlation between them is 1. So x2i is equal to k is any arbitrary constant. So put in this equation where you find x2, write k x1i. Simply write k x1i where you find. So we write, because here is no x2i, here is x2i. Sum of x1i k x1i, sum of x1i k x1i, sum of k x1i whole square. So here x1i square, sum of x1i square. Here in this equation also k sum of x1i square, because here is base same, sum of x1i and x1i, when these two multiply x1i square, here k square sum of x1i square. So taking common sum of x1i square, here is 1, when you take sum of xi square, come remaining equation is 1. Here we remain with k and k square. So in determinant by cross multiplication, this number multiply by this, 1 multiply by k square, minus is the by formula, and this multiply by this, k multiply by k square. Cancel out these two terms, we have here 0 and 0 multiply by this 0. X prime x mod is equal to 0. When x prime x inverse does not exist, it means beta cap becomes indeterminate, because our formula is this beta cap is equal to x prime x inverse x prime y. When this term is 0, 0 multiply by this 0. So when you got answer beta cap is equal to 0, so it is, you can call that beta becomes indeterminate, means we cannot find beta. So now we move towards variance, because the second part of question is standard error are infinitely large. Become infinitely large means a number of solution exist for because there is no collinearity. Because there is collinearity among independent variables, so there exist a number of solutions. So now we start. The variance of beta 1 cap is equal to sigma square sum of x2i square, sum of x1i square, sum of x2i square minus sum of x1i x2i whole square. This is the variance formula for beta cap. So our relation is x2i is equal to k x1i. Simply put, where you see x2i, simply put k x1i. So here I put k x1i means sigma square k square sum of x1i square. When here you put k x1i k square, this is k square, and we write it as sum of x1i square k square. When you taking k square outside, the base is same, x1i square x1i 4 x1i 4 k square x1i 4 minus sum of x1i, put this value k square x1i square and whole square, there is whole square x1 square, k square sum of x1i power 4 minus k square x1i base same power is 2, means sum of x1i dot sum of x1i, these two terms. When base same power added, we can write it as sum of x1i square. When we take the whole square of this term, it is called sum of x1i power 4. Cancel out this term with this term, here 0, something over 0 is equal to infinity. Variance of beta 1 cap is equal to infinity. Similarly, variance of beta 2 cap sigma square is equal to sum of x1i square, sum of x1i square, sum of x2i square minus sum of x1i x2i. Similarly, put simply value k x1i in the position of x2i, and you got the infinity answer. Hence we prove variance becomes infinitely large when your correlation is exactly 1. Because I explains its reason, we look the model. our interpretation has x1 plays its role to change the value of dependent variable y. Do not change in independent variable x1 while kept x2 constant. Means we kept x2 constant and unit change in x1 effect on dependent variable y. Similarly, keeping x1 constant and unit change in x2 has an effect on dependent variable y. So when there is collinearity among the independent variables, there is collinearity. So we cannot kept constant of one variable because its values have important role in these values, and x1 values have an important values in x2 values. So we solve by it by a linear equation, and this linear equation have infinite number of solutions. So this is a theoretical assumption that I explain you, and this is its mathematical assumptions. We prove that its variance is infinite. And now we look it's in matrix notation. Variance covariance is sigma square x prime x inverse, and we write is x prime x inverse as adjacent x prime x over x prime x mod, and this term is equal to 0 and is equal to infinite. So OLS estimation method breaks down in the presence of perfect multicollinearity. OLS method, OLS means ordinary least square estimation. Because why we call ordinary least square estimation? Because we calculate the parameter of beta 1 and beta 2 by using ordinary least square estimation. These are the formulas that obtained by using least by OLS method. By OLS method, so these are indeterminate, and we prove these two our task. The least square estimator are indeterminate, and variance and covariance estimators becomes infinitely large. If you like my video, then click on like button and subscribe my channel Statisticians Club. And you can find more videos on multicollinearity and other topics of econometrics daily basis. And if you want to see videos about types of multicollinearity, concept of multicollinearity, you can click at end screen. I also make a separate playlist which contains all the topic of multicollinearity, and in future I when I made videos, these videos will be added in that playlist if you understand the complete topic of multicollinearity. Thanks for watching.